Bridge roaring under New Hampshire skies, rolling wheels where the magic lies. From Star to Hudson, the track calls out loud. On this racing road, we draw a proud crowd. Mullinax, Bensley, USA straights, speeding hearts chasing their fate. Clearmont Speedway under twilight's gleam, living the thrill of a racer's dream. 603 riders on a journey of fire, turning laps, chasing their fate. Clearmont Speedway under twilight's gleam, living the thrill of a racer's dream. 603 riders on a journey of fire, turning laps, chasing their desire. From Bessel Dawn, we never let it slack. The Super Mini Cup, we won't look back. Riverside Adventure Park's the next stop. Under the bright lights, the engines pop. The tire tracks tell stories of the brave, racer spirits no one can enslave. Families cheering by the fence so tight, every turn a flash of blazing light. This life of speed, it's a special bond, connected by the tracks we race upon. 603 riders on a journey of fire, turning laps, chasing their fate. Clearmont Speedway under twilight's gleam, living the thrill of a racer's dream. 603 riders on a journey of fire, turning laps, chasing their desire. From Bessel Dawn, we never let it slack. The Super Mini Cup, we won't look back.
I just got three things to say. God bless our troops, God bless America, and gentlemen, start your engine!
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the 603 Mini Cup Racing Podcast. I'm your host, Peter Raby. My son, Jacob Raby, is the co-host, and tonight we have two drivers with us, and I'll start to my left.
I'm Keith Levine, driver of the 10X Mini Cup and Street Stock and Pro V8 and a whole bunch of other divisions, but Mini Cup tonight.
Hi, my name's Liam McAdam. I'm driving the number 21 suspended, and I'm looking forward to go fast at Hudson next week. Well, at least this upcoming Monday, actually.
Yep, Monday.
Yep.
Yeah, we're looking to have like 20, 25 cars at Hudson Speedway on Monday. We're probably looking at like 7 to 10 rigids. So you're going to have your work it out for you.
If you're in a rigid, guys, get ready to hang on.
Yeah, right. But yeah, it's I wanted to send out a shout out real quick to our newest sponsor, The Good Place, 28 Lower Road in Hudson, New Hampshire. What a phenomenal restaurant. It's Heather's great people. Anybody who works over there, just amazing food and, great service. Got to check them out. 28 Lower Road, Hudson, New Hampshire. It's called The Good Place. They are our newest sponsor, and they're going to be with us for quite a while. They'll be with us for quite a while, and we're going to be working together on, we're going to be part of the Hudson, New Hampshire Old Homes Day, and a bunch of other touch of truck events and, car shows. And, I actually got them at Star Speedway. They have a food truck, and we actually got them a spot at Star Speedway for the Halloween Helliver. So, and they do all barbecue.
Oh, nice.
So it's going to be, they're going to be busy. But I just like to welcome Heather and everybody, and The Good Place. Welcome aboard, and looking forward to working with you guys for quite some time. So, yeah, that's Derek Sargent. I will call him back. But yeah, I mean, it's Hudson Speedway is going to be a lot of fun. Like I said, we got probably 4 or 5 cars coming down from the main Mini Cup Racing League because they got canceled this weekend already. So I invited them to come down here and run with us.
What's the difference between them and us?
Absolutely nothing.
Then
So-
come on down.
But the only things that they got to sign waivers is because we run door skins and window nets and stuff. They don't. So I do have safety waivers for them to sign. You know, if they want to race with us, they have to sign the waiver. If anything happens, we're not held liable. So, and they already said they would sign them. So, but yeah, we're looking forward to having them come down here and race with us. And they're more than welcome to come and race with us until they go back to Hazy Q if they want, because they're not running until June 21st, I believe. So if they want, you guys come on down here, race with us. You're more than welcome. If you guys want to, you know, run for the money race, you know, run every race up till that race. From here on out, pay your $50 fee, and you guys can run for the money as well. We eliminated. You got to be at the first 5 races before the money race.
There's only
Exactly, because we were rained out last week at Monadnock. So right, rain date is pending. I will let everybody know about that. But yeah, we eliminated that. So as long as you guys come and run with us from here on out to the money race and pay your $50 registration fee, you can run for the money. So more the better. It's just gonna be
now. When's that race?
June 15th.
That's at Hudson.
Yeah, it's at Hudson. So
So this is a practice race.
basically, yes, it's a practice race.
I'm okay with that.
So is your car ready?
It's not Monday yet.
Well, true, last minute here. But yeah, I gave you the gear and the clutch.
We're gonna probably be working on that along with the dwarf car tomorrow, because Max is gonna race Saturday night out at Monadnock in the dwarf. So and then Andrew Moore's running the 6-pack series up at Claremont on Sunday.
I'll be. I got to go up to Claremont on Sunday. I got to see Bill from Daveland Racing. He's got 10 tires for me.
Nice.
So.
So you're gonna be there for the race, or you just
No,
gonna...
I'm just going there to pick up the tires. How much is it to sponsor the podcast? $500 or more. Yep, it's $500 or more, William. But yeah, no, I'm gonna go up to Monadnock. I might stay for a little bit. We'll see, because I gotta pick up a roll bar for my truck, which is about 30 minutes from the track. So
You're already 2 hours from home. You might as well go by and watch the races.
yeah, probably, I might. We'll see.
Yeah, a lot of stuff to do before Monday still.
Yeah, same thing with his car. We just replaced the whole rear axle in his car because he was 8.5 inches too narrow.
Yeah.
He was wicked narrow. So we just put in a new axle in his car and a brand new brake rotor, all brand new parts in the rear end. Now he's actually at 48 max wheel width. If they don't want to run the full season, then they don't have to. They're just going to run this one race because they're not racing in Maine until June 21st. So I'm the one that invited them down. If they want to run for the money, then yes, they do have to pay for the registration fee and race all races up to that date. Yeah, so with his car, we got 2 3-inch wheel spaces for the front, just to widen them, because I don't know how he handled that thing when it was just.
I don't know how.
It was crazy. I don't know how he handled that thing when it was like 8 inches too narrow.
Yeah, wider is better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We learned that from Bobby Labonte, right?
Yeah,
I'm looking
exactly.
forward
I
to
remember
actually
that.
being right.
So, but yeah, he busted his butt changing the whole rear end on that thing. We got most of it done. We'll finish it up this weekend. Jacob, what's left to do on your car? Anything? Okay. So, what's your plans for Monday?
I just want to start one.
Yeah, sounds good.
William, when you pick up the roll bar, you can get the plow. Tell Keith in the 10X, Mikey Green says hello.
Hey, Mikey Green, into your first question, it's going to be me.
That's funny. I'll let you know, William, if I can get up that way. But it's for a plow, Jacob. Yeah, but you don't have a plow set up. I want to make sure it works before I get it. But yeah, I mean, you can't hear who, William Jacob. But yeah, just so you've never raced at Hudson. What is
Nope.
your plans?
I'm definitely looking forward to practice, trying to get a feel for the actual feel of the car.
Yeah, now it's gonna be totally different.
Yeah, it's gonna be completely different. I'm gonna have to get a feel for that.
Is he rigid or suspended?
Suspended.
Suspended, yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to get used to that. So I'm just trying to get used to the track and learn how to actually keep my line
That is a very
not-
important thing.
and not almost
Yeah.
lose it after every corner.
Right. Yeah, you don't want to dive bomb anybody, or
Yeah.
you just gotta take your time and run your line. If they can't, they'll go around you on the outside or on the inside. But just make sure you keep your eye on the mirror and just run your line.
At Riverside,
Yeah, you thought you were going to get off the track, and I went on the outside and just spun right around you. When I ended up in the infield.
all I did at Riverside was hold on. I just remember holding on and being airborne for
Yeah,
most of that.
That's
Race.
gonna be fast. It's all repaved.
Yeah, it was fast, terrible.
Yep. Yep.
I can only imagine how fast it's going to be now.
So it's cars are gonna be cranking.
It's going to be scary going into turn 4.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping the main mini cup guys actually come and race with us. They pay their season fee, and they come and race with us. I'm hoping when they do come down, I'm hoping they enjoy it and they keep coming.
Well, that's what it's about.
So I mean, we're gonna be we are the biggest mini cup series around, and we're gonna continue to grow. It's just mind-boggling on how many cars we have now compared to what we had last year.
I just can't wait for the Oktoberfest.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Lee USA Speedway. So that's gonna be fun.
30 of us out there.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. June 15th is my dad's memorial race at Hudson Speedway. That's the money race. It's gonna be $1,000 to win. For the there we go. It's gonna be $1,000 to win for the suspendeds, and then it's gonna be $500 to win for the rigids. Paul Siping, Great American Federation Company, is putting up the $500 for the rigid series, and my wife Sarah put up the $1,000 to win for the suspendeds. And you never know, we could probably get another sponsor that'll add to that. But I'm going to be talking to John Espernette, and he's going to see if he can blow it up for me. I've already talked to Ben. He said it was fine if we did the memorial race. Yeah, it's going to be so much fun this year. But
It's fun every year.
it is. I agree.
I've done all kinds of racing, and it's just fun to be in that mini cup.
Oh, it's different.
I don't know. It's the only car I think I've ever raced where you can kind of put it where you want to,
Yep.
like legitimately, but you're holding on like you're on Daytona through the corners. It's just you got control of the car, but you're on the edge, and it's just weird. But it's
fun.
fun.
And what were you thinking when you first got into the car?
Not to crash on the first turn.
We are, Chris. Actually, it's going pretty big.
Well, if you didn't crash on the first turn, you did better than my dwarf debut. They threw the green flag, and I went around.
Actually, well, no, they couldn't even throw the green flag because he kept on speeding up to get in front of everybody.
I couldn't hear anything through my headset.
Yeah, he couldn't hear me because it was too loud. So now his wife is gonna have the receiver earbuds, and then she's gonna talk to him.
Yeah.
Because he can.
Should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be better to actually adjust the volume through
Yeah.
that.
Right.
So I can actually hear.
So yeah, just make sure you turn your hearing aid up.
Yeah. And next time I'll actually know to slow down and stay with the pack.
Yeah. And don't forget the person who is on the pole starts the race.
Yeah.
So the second place and the other guys are supposed to keep up with you, but when you're going at a reasonable speed.
Right. Well, I mean, I did start my first race.
That's
in
correct.
first.
Yep. So, but you also got DQ'd for the first race, but it's bound to happen.
It's
But
gonna happen.
You should
I
be good
win.
now. You're at weight now. We got the weight in it. We got your width all set.
Yep.
Just gotta double check your ride height, make sure that's good. But yeah, I mean,
So were you on the pole?
Yeah.
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 so
And don't feel bad. I raced with guys that had raced for long periods of time,
Yeah.
but had never started on the front row. And I'm not gonna say his name because he's an idiot. But one particular week that's popping in my head, where I was on the pole and he was on the outside pole, and we came into turn 3, and he just took off, and
Yeah.
I just waited. They threw the yellow flag and relined
Yeah.
us back up.
Yep.
Stopped him on the track and gave him a little lesson of what he already thought he knew. And
Yeah.
when we came in, I'm like, "What were you thinking?" And he goes, "Well, everybody takes off in turn 3." I'm like, "No, when you're in the back of the pack, you're taking off in turn 3. They're not taking off until they're in the box."
yeah, you gotta watch that because they won't throw the race, and if they do it like 3 times, though, you will put you in the back.
Yeah.
I think after your second mess up,
Yeah.
to the back.
They'll put you in the back.
Traditionally.
And that's track rule. That's not
Every
series.
track.
Yeah, it's just like that everywhere.
Yeah, because they want to get the races going and get them done.
Yeah.
So the sooner the better on the track, you know.
Right.
But
You'll get it next time.
Yeah, I
So-
understand.
so after the feature, top 3 suspended and top 3 rigid are to stop at the start finish line for awards.
So I can get a 6th place trophy.
No, if you finish 6, you get 3rd because they're scored separately.
Uh,
One of our other sponsors is in here as well. Would like all who would like me to take a 603 flag with me to PA this July at the largest paintball event in the USA.
Chris, I will actually have a flag made if you want me to, or I have a banner already, so I can send a banner with you, or I can get a flag made. Thank you. What was I saying? I can't remember.
Short-term memory loss. Sorry.
Hey, it comes with age.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. But hey Rachel, Dorothy, I'll teach you how to spot. Just to be nice to Jake, he's still a rookie. Yeah, right.
I love you, Mikey.
But no, Chris actually, we're gonna be doing a paintball event with him pretty soon. The guy's just phenomenal in paintball. He wants us to go out there and join him, and I'm gonna see if we can actually get a 603 crew to go out there and join him for a paintball game.
Hey, I'll go play.
Absolutely. But yeah, Chris, we'll definitely get in touch with you, and we'll figure out a weekend that we can all get out there and go play, because I know a lot of guys who'd go out there. Yeah, this guy is just, he video chatted me one time and he showed me all the stuff that he has where he was at setup, and man, I tell you, it was just amazing. A lot of paintball stuff. He gets the paintballs by the pallet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I need bodies also if anyone wants to come. Out in Pennsylvania, he needs people.
Pennsylvania sounds like fun, but when's that? July?
Yeah.
I'm not very good at it. I'm better at driving a race car than I am paintball. So
You don't need to be good at it. Just hide. So Jacob and I are gonna try and make it. I'm gonna try and get a couple other people to go. So, but, it's the largest paintball event ever.
Yeah, Rachel also wants to go as well, but she's not able to.
Oh, she can go and support, but she can't play, obviously. So if
Yeah,
you're,
no girls allowed.
if you're available, you can go.
Yeah, I'll have to figure it out with my schedule.
July 11th to the 13th.
Oh, there we go.
All right.
So July 11th to the 13th, bring your wife with you.
Yeah. See what I can do.
Yeah, definitely. So,
I'm just kidding. I think girls are allowed.
well, you are.
Oh,
That,
well, my hair's long enough. So.
yeah, right. So, did you ever fix the fender?
No.
It's still sheet metal. So you need another body.
Gonna.
I might have one.
With Monte Carlo.
William, he's picking them up
Well-
on Sunday.
Lumina.
Picking what up on Sunday?
The tires.
I'm picking them up. I have to pay for them.
Yes, I know. I said he's picking them up.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on with my mic, but I'll fix it this week.
William, I'm picking the tires up on Sunday. But yeah, just just keep the sheet metal off of another car. You won't have a problem.
I try not to make contact.
But no, I might be getting a couple more bodies. I'm just waiting. I'm supposed to be going to get 3 more suspended cars too, and he's got spare bodies. So once he does, I'll let you know. Because your body's seen better days.
Well, yeah, until the opening race last year. Well, the first one I raced in.
Yeah.
Best looking car I ever rolled on a track, and it came off looking like every other car I put on the track.
Roofless, trunkless, hoodless, fenderless, noseless.
Oh, it was I wasn't pulling off. My nose was hanging over to the side, and I'm like, I'm in third right now after this. I'm like, I'm not pulling off. And then they black flagged me, and I'm like, oh, that stinks. And then Max and Scotty ripped my nose off, and they said, go, go, go. And I'm thinking to myself, they're going to black flag me. And because when I was going, I could see the track,
Yeah.
the hood lifting a little, and I'm like, they're going to black flag me. But they didn't. I mean, I was still enclosed.
Yeah.
But it was funny when I came back in, Max goes, I can't believe they didn't black flag you. And I'm like, why would they black flag me? He goes, because I could see your feet.
If anyone needs me to pick parts of my area, let me know. I can help. Awesome. Thanks, Chris. I might have you pick up 6 or 7 cars for me. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll take one with springs.
Yeah, right. I think there is a couple in Pennsylvania for sale.
Yeah, not this week.
Yeah, no. But, so, Jacob,
Yeah.
who do you plan on teaming up with this weekend?
Who knows?
You don't know?
Don't know yet. Nope.
So you're going to just go there and test and tune your car and make sure it's going to go and keep the chain on and, keep your fuel issue all set?
Well, that's going to be in practice. I'm just going to sit it
You figure what out? Teaming?
Yeah.
So your main thing right now is to make sure your fuel issue is all fixed.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, what happened? Did he break last race?
Yeah, he couldn't make the feature. It would start and run and idle, but once he stepped on it, it'd fall on its face and it'd stall out and not restart.
I was able to race the practice.
Yeah, he was able to do the part. He was fast. He passed Kendall on the outside.
He sucked fuel in the carburetor or something? I mean, water?
I don't know. Messick ductwork tape hold the sheet metal together in a pinch. That's very true, Chris. Yeah, it was something. What was it, Jacob? What was the issue with your car?
It was either the pulse block or it was the pulse pump.
So- He replaced them both and now it's working. But the 33 car, that thing fires right up. That's almost done. That's the newest sponsored car. For the Good Place, sponsored the 33, Chris Jones.
Is that rolling Monday?
It'll be there Monday.
Yeah, I just gotta do the chain on that one. That's all I have to do.
Yep, that's the only thing that's left to do on that car. Liam's car, we got to put the wheel spacers in the front, move the weight, and then finish
Finish the rear axle.
the rear axle, like put the keyways and all the hubs and stuff like that. Make sure everything's all tight in the back, and then his car's done.
We got some collars to put on the hubs too.
Mr. Chris Jones,
What's going on?
not much. You're on the podcast. How are you?
Good, you?
I'm all right. So what's up?
Figured I had a few minutes. I heard you guys talking about the new sponsor, so
Yes, we are.
I figured I'd jump on while I had a second.
So you excited for Hudson or what?
Yeah, Hudson's gonna be a good time. Definitely with the Good Place sponsoring out there, and it sounds like there's gonna be some big things with that coming in the future.
Oh, there's gonna be a lot of good things coming. We may possibly have Aflac Insurance out of Hudson coming on board, and then also there's a Frido place that's possibly coming on board as well. But we'll find out about that within the next couple weeks. But I know June 2nd, we will have the car on display over at the Good Place in Hudson because they're being interviewed for
June 6th.
June 6th for best restaurants in New England. So the car will be on display there. Chris is going to try and get Recycle Percussion Canada some kindness to go down and check out the restaurant. Chris will actually be at the New England Dragway next Saturday.
Friday and Saturday.
Friday
with
and
the 603 golf cart going around.
Yep. He'll have my golf cart with the logos on it, carting around Jimmy Love from Recycle Percussion. So go by and make sure you say hi to them. And it's just going to be, we're everywhere right now. We're going to be at the Deerfield Fair, the Granite State Fair. We're going to be at the Old Homestay in Hudson. Touch a Truck events.
Raymond 4th of July parade.
Yeah, Raymond 4th of July parade. We're going to be at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. We're going to be everywhere. And this is what you got to do is promote, or else you ain't going to go nowhere. And this is what I do. So it's what you got to do.
Let's get some people in the stands to see us.
Exactly. Yep. Oh, and keep in mind, at Hudson Speedway, the top 3 rigid drivers and the top 3 suspended drivers, each one of you guys will be throwing a 603 t-shirt into the crowd at the end of the race. So I don't know if you can be able to reach the grandstands from the track at Hudson, but you better have a good arm, because if not, you'll have to go up into the grandstands and throw it down to them, or throw it up to them.
I don't want anyone to see me throw it. I get drafted.
The rubber band slingshots.
I actually wonder if Ben still has that t-shirt cannon.
I think he does.
I'll have to ask him. So, but yeah, we're gonna shoot 6 t-shirts out into the crowd, and we're gonna do that at every track. So
Can't go up in the stands and pick somebody to hand it to them.
no, you just gotta throw it up into the crowd.
Cause a fight.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it's
Hey,
gonna
what's
be a
up?
good season.
Huh?
It's definitely going to be a good, fun season, especially if there's like 30 cars on Monday.
Oh yeah. Well, we're looking at probably 20 to 25 cars on Monday. So we
That
got
should
some.
be good.
We got some cars coming down from Maine. So.
Awesome.
All right, Chris. We'll let you go, and we'll see you this weekend.
Sounds good. See you guys.
All right. See you.
Have a good night.
Yeah. So he's the driver of my 33 car. No, I don't want to be talking. Oh well. But yeah, he's the driver of my 33 car. Yeah, he's a good kid. He knows. He used to work for Recycle Percussion Chaos and Kindness, so he's got some pull on that. So we're gonna try and. We might actually, if they do the Sky Show this year, it might be set up at the Sky Show as well again. So
Yeah, you did pretty well with that.
I did.
Last year or the year before?
the year before.
Yeah, they had a lot of people come over and check out those cars.
Oh, we were the busiest attraction there.
Yeah, no, every kid that showed up to that thing
Yeah.
wanted to come check those things out.
We were actually the busiest attraction too when I had the racetrack there. 'Cause I made a go-kart track.
Oh, really?
The first year we did it.
I would think that would draw attention.
Alyssa, the gates open at 10 a.m. Hold on. Mr. Romfrey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm all right. You're on the
I
pod.
think if we gotta throw t-shirts up into the stands, we ought to at least be able to walk up and hand out a couple of hats too.
Yeah, we can probably do that.
I'm too fucking old to be throwing t-shirts.
That's where I'm at.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, we can probably do that. I'll bring some hats with me too.
I mean, give them to the kids or something,
Yeah.
We'll throw the t-shirts out there and then just walk up in the stands and give the kids a hat.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I'll bring like.
That way there, the poor kids don't get pummeled trying to get a t-shirt.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I'll bring like 4 hats with me.
Yeah, good. Bring
So-
5, because I need one too.
All right, I can do that. So we'll bring like 6 t-shirts and 4 hats, and I'll bring you a hat too. So.
Alright, sounds good.
All right, we'll see you on Monday.
Absolutely.
All right, Jay.
Alright, bye.
Bye bye.
Have a good night.
Alyssa, racing starts at 1. Gates open at 10 a.m. So, but yeah, I've already had a couple main guys message me asking me what the gear rule was, and so what they're thinking about probably 4 to 5 cars coming down from Maine, so to run with us.
Let them know that all their weight has to be bolted to the right side, correct?
It-
Not right side, left side, sorry.
No, the weight can be bolted any way they want. If they bolt it to the right side, they're just screwing themselves. So
They have to put it on the right.
as long,
Yeah.
as long as they meet the 750 weight, I don't care where they bolt it. It's the same thing with the rigids, the 650 weight, 1.5 inch ride height. Max wheelbase is 48 inches.
I'm gonna have to rescale myself. I think I lost like 5 pounds, and I was only like 2 pounds heavy last year.
I'll have my scale set up, so if you want to get weight, let me know. I got weight in the trailer too, so
All right, I'll bring a meatball sub in case I gotta eat it.
there you go. Bring a couple.
Right.
So, because you're gonna lose that weight while you're driving.
Yeah, right.
All right, Chris, he can eat. He won't even gain a pound, so that's why we had to add what, like 60 pounds in here, bro?
Yeah.
Jesus. And we put it all on the right
How old are you?
20.
Yeah, see, once you get to like 22, 23, it'll start to add up.
side. That
I
will.
Figure.
When I was in high school, I ate a half a pound of spaghetti every night before I went to bed as a junior, and a pound of spaghetti every night before I went to bed as a senior, and I graduated like this. I went to college. By my third year, I was 40 pounds heavier.
That's
Yeah, I
right.
wouldn't be surprised if it picks up in a couple of years.
Yeah, it's. I'm 180, but you would never know.
I cut the fast food out after college, and boy, I dropped like 25 pounds in a month and a half.
Jesus. That's
Wow.
crazy. Yeah, I know, Sean. Hey, you come up with the money, we'll pick you up. That's not a problem.
Hey, Sean, I'm with that. I'll even grab you.
I'm not 69, Alyssa. You're funny. But yeah, so Hudson Speedway, gates open at 10 a.m. Racing starts at 1. We're looking, hopefully, we're going to be able to get everybody into the same area where we're parking. I'll talk to John Espinette. I'll let him know possibly how many cars we're going to have. We may not be in that pit area. We may have our own area, which is across the street, which I don't want. But we'll see what's going to happen.
We gotta be allowed in before the Enduros.
Yeah, maybe the Enduros can park outside the gate and we can get inside. That's where
We gotta take priority over the
Yeah.
Enduros.
I'm hoping, but the Enduros aren't the only ones that are there either.
So you got a pretty good show. You got Pro V8s, you got
Yeah.
street stocks, 6 shooters there too.
I will tell you who's there actually.
Well, I think they said the Crown Vic, so I'm not 100% sure.
I mean, if you think we're gonna get pitted in the parking lot or across the street, then I'm bringing my street stock so I could be in the pits.
Yeah, right.
I'll just leave it on
So
the trailer.
let's see. We got Outlaws, Pro V8s, us, Hudson Hornets. Oh, I can't see that. Grand Enduro, 4-cylinder Enduro, and Hudson Hippos. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 divisions and 2 Enduros. We should be able to get into the pit. So
No, I'll take the street stock and say it's a Pro V8 to get in the pit. So
no, we should be fine. Like I said, with the money race, if the main mini cup guys want to come and run the money race, just pay your $50 registration fee for the season and come and race each and every race with us up till the money race, and then you guys, I'm telling you, you guys are gonna come and run with us. You're gonna want to run with us all the time. It's so much fun. I know you guys dread the big tracks, but once you guys get on that big track, you guys are gonna love it. You're gonna love the speed.
how big a track do they run up there?
5th mile, and maybe smaller.
Smaller than Londonderry.
Oh yeah, Londonderry's quarter. Route 106 Race Park is a 5th mile, and I think that's about the size they run.
So it's a lot slower.
Oh yeah. So I mean, these guys are gonna. I'm telling you, these guys are gonna have so much fun running with us. You know, they're not gonna realize the speed that these cars have.
Are these guys mostly suspended or rigid?
There's a lot, half and half, I would say.
Suspended guys, you're gonna love Hudson Speedway. Rigid guys,
Not
do
so
some
much.
push-ups first.
Yeah, but you guys, you guys are running on the small tracks. You guys have no idea what these cars are capable of. And I'm telling you, once you get on a big track like Lee USA Speedway and these cars hit 100 miles an hour, your guys' jaws are going to drop. I'm telling you, come and try it. You guys are going to love it. It's just more cars, the better. If you guys bring 5 cars, we're going to be up around 25, 28 cars. And it's an awesome field. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're not out there to wreck anybody. We're out there to have fun and put on a show for the fans.
Well, it's the biggest field I think I ran in this class was, what was it, 17, 18 of us at that that race for autism.
Autism 22.
That was so much fun
Yeah.
with all the cars out there.
Yep.
It didn't matter how fast you were, you had someone to run with.
Exactly. There was action all around the track. All around the track.
Yeah, I was in the action the whole time until I broke, but it was awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot, more fun. It's a lot more fun with more cars than it is with like 6 cars.
Yeah, and it's a lot more fun to watch.
Yeah. So I know I was watching. I know it's not a mini cup, but I was in my CRX in my retirement race, and I saw it for the first time, and I saw actually how bad the crash was for the first time not long ago, and that's the whole reason why I'm retired from racing. But anyway, I started in the back, and I got all the way up to 2nd place. And the one person that put a setup in that car was Ken Goodrow.
Anything he races has a setup.
That car was fast, and I could put that thing anywhere and it stuck. And I bet you I probably could have finished, 2nd, maybe 3rd that day from starting in the back. And I was bound and determined to bring home that Hard Charger award that day. And I had that stuck in my head, and I think that's what made me go from starting last to getting up to 2nd place. And then Adam Perkins gets into me and puts me into the wall.
That's the only thing that's in my head at the start of every race and during every race is finish.
Yeah.
That's position doesn't matter if you don't finish.
Right.
And but it's when you got a car that's hooking up, nothing beats it.
Yeah, exactly. And that was the day that unfortunately I got put into the wall. But that was going through my head. I'm like, wow, this is so freaking cool. The car's actually finally handling. It's fast, and I'm loving this. And I can't stop thinking Ken in my head while I'm driving. I'm like, this is phenomenal. I'm gonna, I'm catching the leader. I just might win this thing. And then that happens. I'm like, it knocked me out.
But that's the way it happens.
Yeah. You have a fast car, you get wrecked or something breaks.
The fastest car never wins. Not never, but usually doesn't win.
And that happened that day. Keep that in mind. Yeah. Slow and steady wins the race.
That's a good run is a great day. A win. Well, I don't know. I don't know what that feels like yet. But
yeah.
If my car goes out there, even if I, have a terrible finish, but if my car's running good,
it's a win for.
The finish position doesn't matter. It's just.
It's a win for yourself.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yep. But it's you got to just keep your head on your shoulders when you're racing. Just keep your eyes out, keep your ears peeled, and just everybody's there to have fun. We're not there to wreck anybody. We all want to drive. Well, not technically drive our cars in the trailer, but we all want to bring the cars home in one piece.
To me, you can have the greatest run, but if your car's wrecked,
right,
it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's I forget what race we went to, but we brought 3 cars, and at the end of the day, we drove all 3 cars on the trailer, and that was the most important thing. I mean, at the end, it was a good day. Yeah. I didn't have a great finish, but I didn't care. I didn't have to fix my car this week.
I had a great day at Claremont because I was able to actually put the car in the trailer without a scratch.
Doesn't happen often.
Exactly. Felt pretty good about that.
Right. Yeah. So you'll be you'll get the hang of Hudson. and you know,
It's
don't
probably,
lift.
where did
Yeah.
where did you race? Claremont.
Yeah, he had
Hudson is so much easier than Claremont.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell by driving around it where you're supposed to go.
Yeah, and with my car actually aligned this time, I should be able to feel the track a little better.
right.
I've spent a lifetime racing. Claremont freaks me out. What do you do in turn 2 in that wall coming out of turn 4? You don't hit. I've never hit it, but man, every time I come through, I'm going.
It's gonna be like that up at Lee coming out of turn 2.
I don't think it's as bad.
Well, not in a street stock. Wait till you get.
No, I haven't done it in a mini cup.
Yeah, yeah, right. But William, I think everybody knows who Matt Kimball is. But yeah, Matt Kimball used to drive the number 50 mini stock. He went up at Loudon when I was racing. I finished 13th out of like 38 cars.
That's not a bad day.
No, not at all. Especially when you get left. Dude, I was tacking. I was running 5th gear and I was tacking at like 7,500 RPMs. And I'll tell you, you go into turn 1, don't hit your brake. Don't touch your brake. Just let up. I learned that the hard way. Nobody ever told me don't touch your brake. Just
So
let up
did
and get right
you
back
go?
in it.
Did you go around when you did, or
No.
someone said you?
No, I didn't spin it or anything. I went right towards the wall. I'm like, yep, nope, not gonna
Oh.
happen. So from there on, I every time I'd go into the corner, I just lift up and get right back in it, and it'd stick.
Yeah, kind of like the dwarf.
I've always wanted to race at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway, and I can actually say I can put that checklist on. I can check that on my list.
Yeah, I could have checked it the last couple of years, but I'm a little sketched in my car. Anybody got a street stock they want to let me drive at Loudon? I'm in.
It's not cheap.
Well, there's the cost behind it too.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive weekend.
But I'm a landscaper and I built my car.
Yeah.
That's some serious speed in a landscaper built car. I've done a lot of stupid things, but I'm worried about that. So.
Yeah, right. Hey, maybe I'm gonna try. I'm still talking with Jonathan about getting the mini cups on the road course. They cut out the hairpin turning going up the hill. We'll cut that out, so we'll do the same road course as the Legends do.
Where's that?
Loudon.
Oh, what out the backstretch?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So I'm trying to get them to let us have a race on the road course. That would be different.
That'd be interesting.
That'd be very interesting.
How fast are those straightaways?
They'd be pretty quick.
We'd have to change up the setup of the cars just for that.
I'd just go straight up because you turn
Yeah,
left and right.
neutralize it right in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're going
Just-
left and right.
Just record what you started with before you neutralize it,
So you can put it back when
because
you're
it's
done.
hard to get back what you had.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll call Jonathan and see if because we will be set up at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway during race week. But I know we're not going to be able to do that because campers are going to be on a road course.
Oh, that's a true point.
So, but I'll see if we can set it up for 2026 and put it on the schedule. That would be because I know
Put us out there for bike week.
Yeah, should do that too. Because I know him and I were talking that when they have that big, huge Legends race there, he'll tell everybody who has a Legend car to bring their Bandolero. So once they run there, he'll send them the Bandoleros on the Route 106 race park. Because I'm opening that place next year.
Isn't there a 16-year-old cutoff on a Bandolero?
I don't know.
I think once you turn 16, you're done with Bandoleros.
Really?
I think so.
And then you go into the Legends.
Whatever you go into next.
Okay.
I'm not positive of that, but I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
that it's. I mean, because have you ever seen an adult in a Bandolero?
Did I see one at London Derby? I don't remember. Because I know it's two different divisions. You got a blue plate and a red plate.
Okay, that I wasn't aware of.
Yeah. You got a blue plate and a red plate. So,
Hi, Mary.
yeah, we'll see if we can. I'll talk to him and see if we can get him there. And
Which way's left, Sean?
don't turn right. But yeah, well, I'll call him tomorrow and see what he comes up with. I know, like I said, we're gonna be setting up there. We're gonna have one of our mini cup cars set up as a racing simulator. So we're gonna have kids, get in the car like normal, right through the roof, and sit in the car and do 5 laps around the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. And it'd be pretty cool. We're giving away a bunch of stickers, and we'll have cars on display all week. So
Well, I think ultimately this division should be promoted towards children. And I'm not saying as drivers. I think they're the people that are most interested in their size cars.
Yeah. Hi, Mary. Exactly. You know, this division does start at the age of 9. So if I can get more kids involved and get them cars, I will start my junior division back up.
Well, I mean, there's certainly that side of it. But
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm a kid, if say I'm 10 years old, I think, and even when I was a kid, going back 100 years, when Hudson Speedway ran go-karts on that track.
Yeah.
I was more interested in the go-karts than I was in the full-size cars because I wasn't going to be able to drive a full-size car.
Right.
I could fit in a go-kart,
Mhm.
and that's, I mean, I think that's, kids are going to want to,
Oh, absolutely.
although there's a lot of, I've had my car at the grocery store I work at on Sunday before races, go to work, go to race, and there's surprisingly a lot of older women, like
Yeah.
60 plus,
Yeah.
who really seem to take to the car. They just think it's absolutely adorable.
I think it's just the color. It's
Well, it
purple.
could be the purple too, but I think the size of it is a big part of it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's pretty funny. And they're looking at you like, how does a grown guy sit in that thing?
Well, their first comment usually is, "You have a kid that drives that?" I say, "No, I do." "How do you get in that?" "Through the window."
Yeah. I've seen somebody get out of the window before, and I'm like, wow, that'll never happen with me.
Boy, I don't think I could even do that either. It's about the same size. I don't see us.
Yeah, right. I remember when I was up at LST in Maine, and we were running, and we were on the backstretch, and Jay Romprey and Carl Radcliffe got into it on the backstretch, so they got hooked together, and I went low so I could pass them, and yeah, I got clipped, spun, and almost wound up on my roof. That was the day that they actually went into the pit area, and everybody had to pull me out of my car. That's how bad it was. I couldn't breathe. They put the fan on me. They dumped water on
Well,
me.
the positive thing about these cars is that if you really like that, we can just take the 4 bolts and pull the body off and get you out.
Yeah.
Opposed to the jaws of life.
Well, that actually happened after my accident in Hudson, and that's how I knew I couldn't do it anymore. So, and now I get severe migraines from the accident.
That's I think I've just got brain damage through the years from all the wrecks, but no pain. Keep going.
Jacob, you what was your worst wreck in the Mini Cup?
I don't know.
Oh, didn't you have a good one at Hudson a couple years ago?
Huh?
I think the meat fault was trying to the tire walk and the steering wheel fell off.
He says the steering wheel fell off. But yeah, you actually climbed the tire wall, right?
Yeah, because the steering wheel flopped off on me.
It happened to Steve Park, didn't it?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
It happened to me.
yeah, it happened to Liam. Y'all gotta make sure your steering wheels are clipped on.
That's you get in that car, you pull back as hard as you can.
Yeah, make sure you hear that clip when you put it on, and then pull it as hard as you can.
Try to hit yourself in the
Yeah.
face in the helmet.
I just got lucky and I didn't hit the wall.
Yeah,
That is lucky.
Yeah.
very
Because
lucky.
that's what happens to most people. Or in Steve Park's case, he ended up turning left and got T-boned in the driver's side door.
Yeah.
That's worse.
I don't think he ever drove again.
Steve Clark, he drives.
Steve Park that was driving the one Penske car back in the day.
Yeah, no. I thought you said Steve Clark.
Oh, no. No, Steve Clark still drives. No, Steve,
Yeah, no, Steve Park doesn't. Isn't he blind in one eye?
I think that was from that wreck.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because that's the wreck you get in with Dale Jr.
I don't remember who hit him, but I know they hit him really fast.
I think it was Jr. Is Steve Park wound up in a barrel roll?
Well, I think he just ended up spinning around a few times, but he got T-boned, right? He was like this and just went like that as whoever
Yeah.
was going underneath him. Just
So I know
drilled him
he
in the
was in a
driver's side
bad.
door.
I know Steve Park was in a bad crash with Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Steve Park barrel rolled. So and then Jr. got out of his car to run over and make sure he was okay. They were teammates.
Right.
So
That might have been different.
yeah, probably a different race.
Well,
that's what I'm thinking.
a lot of guys have been hurt and killed playing this sport.
Oh yeah, it's expected. So
No,
keep that
it's
in the back
not.
of your head.
It's not expected.
Well,
Don't
it
think
happens.
you're going to get hurt.
I'm just not thinking about it.
That's it.
Yeah.
You go out there and you just think about what you're doing.
And have
if
fun.
you're worried about getting hurt, then you shouldn't be out there.
Exactly. See, I never thought I'd get hurt. Look what happened to me.
Well, it's
Had to retire. What track you looking forward to the most?
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to Lee.
Lee?
That'll be pretty interesting.
Yeah, I'll be
That's
set
just
up
a
there
great
that weekend.
weekend altogether.
Yeah, Oktoberfest weekend.
I mean, we're going to be one of 16, 18 divisions there for the weekend.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's, we're going to be running with some prestigious race cars on
Yeah.
the. I mean, we won't be running with them, but
Right.
And don't forget, you guys gonna be running with a couple other people too. Jim York, and possibly Travis Pastrana.
that would be awesome.
That'd be
So-
amazing.
I know Jim York is a definite.
Well, if Travis is coming, I'm bringing my dirt bike for him to sign.
There you go. Perfect. But yeah, I'll call Jim York. I actually have his cell phone number. I'll give him a call, and Casey Call is supposed to be racing too in the mini cup,
More the merrier.
because Casey Call is the one that actually beat Kyle Busch last year to the win.
Oh, that's who beat him.
Yes.
I know Kyle wasn't happy.
And then the year before, Kyle got beat again by Derek Griffith.
Oh yeah, I was there for that one.
But Casey Call beat him last year.
Well, again, not the best guy always wins.
I know, right? So, but I'd like to have Kyle Busch get in one of my cars.
That'd be interesting.
I'd set it up just like his
Well,
cup car.
I'll say it right now. If Travis Pastrana shows up to the Oktoberfest and he wants a challenge, he can race my street stock.
Oh, there you go.
I'll put you right in it. Absolutely, 100%.
There you go.
I don't know that he's not probably that stupid to get in it, but
Travis will drive anything.
that's I would think that
So
there's going to
wouldn't
be
James York.
better cars offered to him, but
Yeah.
my car is there for you, Travis.
James York will drive anything that's got wheels too. Even anything that doesn't have wheels, he'll drive.
I'm willing to bet I could talk Max and let Travis Pastrana race the dwarf car if he shows up.
Right? Just gotta sign it when you're done.
Exactly.
So James York was telling me, he's like, yeah, well, I'm excited to come and race your car with you, at Lee USA, and let's see what we can do with it. He goes, how much of these cars are worth anyway? I'm like, around 5,500 to 6,000. He's like, okay, I'll bring that with me just in case. Because he shows me some videos of him crashing everything, and he goes, this is why.
Well, if you can't guarantee anything when you roll on a racetrack.
Exactly.
That's you let me drive your car. I can't promise I'm not going to mess it up.
Right.
I'm certainly going to do my best not to, but things happen.
Exactly.
I've never crashed on purpose.
Yeah, I can guarantee you it'll roll on the track, but I can't guarantee you it'll roll off. But it's all good.
I'm a pretty safe bet, though. I mean, my cars have broke, but for the most part, for the amount of races I've started, I've wrecked very few percentage times. But when you're as far back as I am, usually not in the middle of the wreck, so it's
You can drive around it.
advantage slow car.
Dude, wasn't I walking down the straightaway and passed you one day?
Well, I might have still had the 305 in the four-cylinder car at the time.
Probably. It's too funny. But yeah, I kind of think that Monadnock Speedway, they did cancel. That will be rescheduled for later on in the season. We're probably thinking around August, because we only have one race in August as of right now, and that is Monadnock Speedway. So we might be doing Monadnock twice in 1 month. I don't know yet, but I will call. Michelle and talk with her. No, I'm not ready to come out of retirement, Mikey. I can't. So I will call Michelle and we'll get that scheduled in, and I'll make a post on the 603 page on when that race is going to be. It will be a points race. It's just that the rain was coming in. I knew it was coming. That's why I canceled us in ahead of time, and then the next morning they did wind up canceling the whole event. But yeah, we'll definitely get that rescheduled, and that's just a fun track.
I got a question. Hey, Mikey, when you coming out of retirement?
Yeah, not anytime soon.
When you're ready, my car's gonna be there for you. Well, his last race that he ever raced was in my car. So
yeah.
When you come out and you're ready to go again, let my car be the first one you run.
There you go. I know my buddy Ron is watching tonight too. So he's no longer the owner of Joanne's Kitchen. He retired.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, it's very well deserved. So he's hating it though.
Most people do.
Yeah, he tries to find things to do every day, and it's. I wish I had more time to go down and work on his house for him. But I get out of work. I go to work at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm getting home at 5 at night.
Oh yeah, the days get shorter as you get older. That's
It
for
does.
sure.
And Mikey very soon.
Hey, I'll keep true to that.
That's funny. I wish I could come out of retirement, Mikey, but I can't. Yeah, I tell you, I do miss it, and I miss it a lot. But it just something I have to stick to, and I'm not medically cleared to race, and that's the way it's gonna be. So I'm still very much involved with the series, obviously. I'm still fielding cars. I'm not going anywhere. So I'm very, very still involved with racing, just not on the track. I do miss it. I got a doctor's note today, no joke.
All right.
Yeah, for go-karts, indoor go-karting, not on the racetrack.
We're just go-karts. All right, I got Hudson this week. You can have my car next week, Mikey. Let me see the dope, though.
Yeah, we're, let's see, Hudson Speedway's on the 26th, and then Claremont Karting is on the 1st.
All right, that's perfect. Mikey, you want Claremont Karting in my car? I'll give it to you.
Claremont Karting, rigids and suspendeds will be split up.
Even better for you, Mikey.
So they will have their own race. If there's 10 rigids, we'll run their own race. But if there's like 20 suspendeds, then yeah, rigids are going to have their own race anyway. Because we can't fit 30 cars on that little track.
How many cars do you think you can start?
Jacob, how many cars do you think we can start on Claremont?
10?
No. We've had more than 10 on Claremont.
Yeah, that's what causes it to be a rock fest.
I don't know. You've seen the inside track, right?
I've seen it. I spun into it in the dwarf car in November. But
I'm going to probably say no more than 12 or 15 cars. But if we run...
Well, I mean, that's a small track. You put 12 cars out there, that's going to be a fun race.
It's going to be a fun race, but we're hoping,
Oh, it depends on how much time you got and what you got to do. And so
yeah.
Hey, the more the merrier. I mean, they ran it.
I don't know. It's just... It's... Claremont Karting, I love the track and all, but I don't know how many cars we're going to be able to get out there. I don't want to put 20, 25 cars on that thing and not be able to have cars go through. So it's just, I just don't want, I just don't want a crash fest. I just want everybody to go there, have fun, and I like I said, I don't want a crash fest. So we just want everybody to go there with their head on their shoulders, go there, have fun. We'll see what we can do. Probably 12 cars. I mean, if I have to make trophies that have 2 suspended division races, then so be it.
I guess you figure it out when you get there and see how many cars you actually have.
That's what I was thinking. So if I have to, then we'll get a set of trophies and have 2 features for the suspendeds and 1 for the rigids.
I'd say at least have a baker's dozen.
No, is that go-kart day, or is that when everything else is going on?
Just go-karts.
Oh, so there's time for it.
Well, they got over 100 carts there as well. So.
Yeah, but I mean, you're not getting pushed out in time
right.
because the pro stock's got to get on the track.
Right. I'll talk to Brian Martin to see what we can do. 15 cars at the most is what we're going to do. If we have more than that show up, I mean, we can take like the rookies that are in the suspended and put them with the rigids and just have 2 features.
Right.
That sounds pretty good.
But yeah, we can take the rookies and put them with the rigids, and obviously they're gonna be split separately still. So.
Yeah, you're gonna have to figure out how you calculate that, though.
Well, you figure it's gonna be 2 suspended features and 2 and one rigid feature. But we got to figure out exactly
how do you combine points?
Right. That's how we're gonna figure that out. So.
I mean, because if you take your fastest cars and put them in one.
What? Yeah. Well, I want everybody to race. do a Conti to make the feature. We could,
Yeah, you could do that.
and then just let them have
Like
their own
top-
fun little race afterwards.
Run a B main top 2 or 3, 4, whatever.
So what
go
we
to
could
the
do is
A main.
is 2 heats. The top 5 make it. We do an A main and a B main.
Yeah, so
the
you run the
first-
B main first.
Right. Do
Top 4 cars advance
top
to the
3
A.
cars advance, and then the top 2 cars advance in the A main.
No, well, your A main's going to be your cars that your 10 cars that qualified 5 and 5.
Right. So that's 10, but
So
I want
that's 10.
15 cars.
So then in your Conti, top 5 go. You can't. You
Oh, yeah.
want to run 2 Contis.
Yeah, we could do that. Top 5.
I mean, I guess it comes down to how many cars do you have. You got 30
Right.
cars. Well, you can't put 20 cars on a Conti.
Right.
So then, yeah, maybe
Conti A and a Conti B.
if
Take the top 3 in one and top 2 in the other. Or run 16 cars.
well, I guess we can figure it out when we see how many cars show up.
Yeah. So I'll have to talk to Brian Martin about that. We're going to have to do a Conti. And then, the people who don't make the main race, they can throw them in their own little race and have fun.
Well, that's what the Conti is.
Oh, yeah.
This is your main. You get, I don't know, 10 or 15 laps or whatever it is.
Yeah.
If you want to make that main.
Right. Yeah, I'll talk to Brian Martin about it on what we can do. And,
Or you're running suspended and rigid separately, so you're just talking suspended, right?
Yeah.
So take your 2 fastest rigids. There's your last 2 cars.
well, all the suspendeds.
So
I want to do the suspended.
you don't think the
race.
fastest rigid can beat the slowest suspended?
Oh, I know they can. Absolutely.
So why not let them try?
If they want to do that, then we can. Then we can put the other suspendeds in with the rigids.
Or let me run my rigid in the B main, and if I race my way up, then I get to run the A main.
Could do that too.
I don't have the arm strength to run that many laps, but
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll let everybody know. Claremont Karting, I'll get a hold of Brian Martin and see what we can do. If we have 20 plus cars, we can do a Conti. Thank you, Chris, for that idea. But as of right now, we are out of time. It is 8 o'clock. So we will see you all at Hudson Speedway on Monday. Thank you guys for coming by,
Thanks for
and
having
we'll
us.
see ya.
Packed in tight on a summer night, engines breathing behind me. The flags all waving, my heart is racing as New Hampshire calls to remind me